Marcus Lockett, facing Wafu, Yerelema, Okapesanje, Namasa, Ubambe Lomshembe, Sonde Setus,
Ushuthe nesela enkantolo size ngodadewethu omncane ingane yamawo wamagcini shuthi walinyazwa umuntu waseBurundi obizwa ngokuthi uPastor bemlimazele eBluff.
Mhlawumbe okulindele namhlanje noma ubulungisa obudingayo ibuphi njengelunga lomndeni?
Engikulindele namhlanje ukuthi sicela ukuthi ibhayili angayitholi, sicela ukuthi aboshwe njengoba esesibhedlela nje usenza umuntu ogulayo kanti akaguli useyazihlanyisa usuka esibhedlela.
Mhlawumbe balimele bangakhi?
Kusho ukuthi yena udadewethu nendodakazi, kodwa indodakazi ayilalanga esibhedlela, wayigwaza umlisa lo, wayigwaza engalweni, yona iphumile. Udadewethu ukolele esibhedlela kubi kakhulu kuyena.
Ubulungisa uthi nje kungatholakala ibhayili until agwetshwe.
Yebo.
Yasibonga ma isikhathi sakho, sabonga kakhulu.
Hayi siyabonga nathi.
Straight to right. Just ma'am, your immediate, the movement's immediate reaction to such a heinous attack that occurred last week.
Well, I think it's a regrettable attack. It was absolutely not necessary. I mean, it's very painful to have any woman suffer at the hands of a man, especially if that man is someone from outside, which is something we've been advocating for, and especially if that person has also been angered by the movements of the movement to feel the anger. So I think that's why we're here today, and we stand against any types of violence against women and children, and anyone actually.
Yeah, so are you at all concerned that such attacks may persist? And what plans is March and March looking at to protect its most prominent members and supporters?
Look, we've already had a member, Andile, being shot and killed, who is being buried this weekend. We've got several members who've also faced several attacks. We've got this unfortunate incident now. We faced threats over a year now. We've opened numerous cases and none of them have actually materialized to anything. So we do realize that unfortunately we're on our own. The same way that our borders are wide open for anyone to come in is the same way that our lives are now wide open for anyone to come in, because the state is complacent. And if they are so capable of protecting the country as they did on the 30th of June, it means the capabilities are there. They can partner with private securities and increase the number of police visibility as they did, in order to make sure that all South Africans are safe, not just members of March and March, but every single South African needs to feel safe in their own home.
There was a police raid this morning in parts of the Durban city. Some interesting recoveries made by police. It seems as though these areas at March and March continue as appointed as alleged havens or safe havens for criminals, are proven to be true in some instances. What's your reaction in this regard?
Well, I wouldn't say it's a surprise there. I mean, Point area is one of the places where there's a lot of hijacked buildings, a lot of organized crime happening, and there's a lot of people who are in the country legally. I mean, this morning, right now, as we were in court, I was actually so shocked to listen to a court hearing where a man from Point, who's 49 years old, I correct, was appearing in front of the magistrates, and he was accused of fraud. And when they went into the details of the case, apparently this man had gone into Transnet, the port, which is a restricted point, and that area is actually a national key point, and he managed to find his way there. And they haven't established, obviously from what was presented, exactly what are some of the activities that he was busy with. But that man managed to get bail. He's a foreigner. He paid 5,000 Rand bail. He claims he's got a family. But it's a lot of things. I mean, the NPA didn't even oppose bail. They didn't question his status. All they said is he's got a passport and a refugee status, which is very confusing for me. And there's a lot of complacency when it comes to our prosecutors as well, when it comes to these issues, because how do they know this man won't wake up in the morning and go as someone else? Why do they not dig deeper as to why someone was at a national key point and they're not a South African? And how are they working even in South Africa if they claim to have a passport on one side and then a few minutes later they claim to be refugees? And this entire refugee thing has been abused to the point that it's opened us up to criminals who come into the country and claim to be refugees, and then they started getting away with all kinds of crimes. So it's a lot of things that we're complaining about. Simply our government doesn't see a problem with this because all they see is xenophobia.
Okay, Eddie, plus 400 alleged, and the reason why I'm saying alleged is because the only thing I have is their word for it, camping outside the Home Affairs. They are part of the group that the mayor said was verified. They claim to be asylum seekers. They say your people specifically have been chasing them out of their businesses, their homes, and that's why particularly they've been camping there. The right of response in this regard, please.
Well, we've responded to that before. We said if they feel like we're doing anything against them, they must open cases against those so-called people. We can't be held accountable for everyone who goes on national TV and starts crying and saying much and much. And then a few minutes later, they are demanding to be given their own places and their own homes, etc. What was the objective of them running away to the Home Affairs? What were they trying to achieve? Because if March and March is apparently chasing them away as they claim, then go and open a case and go back to where you live, if that's what the issue is. I mean, we've got a lot of criminals roving around here from all over the parts of the world, but we don't go to Home Affairs and say they must give us homes. It doesn't make sense. So they need to decide exactly what they're doing, and those NPOs and NGOs that have been fighting for them, they must give them homes if they indeed are verified. What is their job, Gandhi? What is this money that they keep getting for? They must take the money and they must use it to take those people there and give them homes, etc. They've got lots of money. We saw them coming, giving people food every single day. They can afford it. So they must go ahead and pay for those people to get places where they will be free from much and much as they claim.
That's this for the victim in hospital for this particular case. How are things looking like, just for the benefit of the public who may want to know? I do understand badly injured, but what is her condition currently?
Well, from the family, I can't share much. Obviously, that's not my prerogative. But what I can say from the family, I mean, I've been with the sister, and every single day she's crying. Every single day, the one that had to come in and help her when all of this was happening. And that's not a position that any South African should be in for a trained soldier. Mind you, this person is a trained soldier, which is something that a lot of people are ignoring. He's pleading insanity now, acting like he's lost his marbles, which is something even I can do. Go and start throwing beds and start acting like a mad person. But this is why we find ourselves, our laws are too lenient on people who are lawbreakers. And people who come in this country already know that they're protected by the law. So we're calling for the law of this country to take itself seriously, if there's even such a thing. I don't even know what that means, but I mean, come on, there's no country like this where I can put on a performance and then all of a sudden I'm not fit enough to stand trial because a doctor said so. Like, it doesn't make sense. He must come here, we must see that he's not fit to stand trial. And if it means we want to go there to the hospital ourselves after this and see that he's not fit enough to come stand trial. Because it's ridiculous, honestly. You can't stab someone and you're perfectly fine. Then suddenly, when it's time for you to reap the rewards of your own actions, or the consequences rather, then you are suddenly a mad person. Why wasn't he mad before all this time? Why wasn't he mad when he was busy preaching the word of God to people out there? So he was preaching the word of God because he was mad. No, people must stop abusing this country. It's enough now. And we've kept quiet for way too long. While we are being called all kinds of names, they must call us xenophobic, but we're not going to stand for this. Why are we having mercenaries in our country come in as and when they please, and then pretend to be preachers and do all these ridiculous things? And then one last thing, I'd just like the members of the media to help us with. In Zimbabwe, there is a gentleman currently called Begimpilo Mbedzi. Begimpilo is arrested currently because they are planning to have a march on the 31st of July, which is a march that is to protest against the 2030 suggestion, which they've already put into legislation by the Zimbabwean government. And we stand firm as March and March to say that Mnangagwa must free Bheki Mbedzi. You cannot arrest civilians for protesting. The man didn't do anything. All he did was exercise his constitutional rights as we do in South Africa. And this government of South Africa of ours, who always claim that they are in solidarity with everyone in Africa and they want Pan-Africanism and all of those nice things, are they not insisting that Zimbabweans must be allowed to protest in peace? We find ourselves here because Zimbabweans run away from their government, who is ridiculous. And then when they run away, those problems become ours. So we are calling for Mnangagwa to let Bheki Mbedzi free and allow the people of Zimbabwe to protest freely on the 31st of July. The 31st of July must happen for the people of Zimbabwe to express themselves freely. Enough with dictators now. We've had enough with dictators.
Bingelela South Africa uDlamini uMzimkhalimali nginobaba umjosti la belokhu ngibona ke emafonini ngingakwazi ukumbona ngenxa yokuthi nathi besivelele umkhuhlane ekhaya kodwa ke namhlanje sengikhona la ngithe ngizomsupport uma ngabe ke kuvela isimo esifana nalesi uyayidinga isupport yabantu abaseduze kwakho bakuqinisa idolo ukuthi qina isimo obhekene naso ngoba khumbula elinye ilanga mina kulimela umfowethu omdala edlulile emhlabeni ngangihamba ngedwa kufika icall ifikela kimi ngisemgwaqeni ngake ngahamba ngo200 emontweni ngenxa yepain so kodwa uma ngabe sekufika abantu bezonge supporter kwaya ngokuya so ke South Africa nami ngilapha nangubaba umjosi lapha eduze nabomndeni bakhona la ngicela ukunikeza yena ithuba ngiyabonga
mhlawumbe umuntu akathatha ithuba bingelele sibonge nje kakhulu kumfowethu uMzimkhalimali mfowethu senginesikhathi ngiphila naye sisuka naye kude siyayibonga isupport yakhe ehleze sepha yona this time ke akaphanga mina uphe umndeni wami wonke njengoba nowubona ukuthi ukhona enkantolo ukhathazekile ngalesimo esehle ekhaya so nje ngizosho ukuthi bafowethu ngiyabonga kubona bonke abafowethu abakhombisa ukusaseka onqobile mbandlwa umenzi biyela abaziwayo ngoku-X siyabonga nje ku-support nje njengoba ngibabali laba abasafika ekhanda bese kuba ke abafowethu ke be-march and march abaphume ngayo yonke indlela nabasilekelela ngento ezifana nama-counselling nabalekelela ngayo yonke into ifamily so siyakuthanda mfowethu ukuthi sinibonge kwi-movement esinibonile niyiqala niba ingxenye yayo ye-March and March. Besingazi thina-ke ukuthi i-March and March iyakwazi ukuthi umndeni ihlale nawo ibe nawo wonke ama-step epheli umndeni esikuwufila. Sibonge kakhulu mfowethu. Siyabona ukuthi noma isimo sikasisi singakabi right kodwa ngokuba khona kwenu bafowethu siyifamily sizizwa siqina kakhulu. So nje thank you so much i-support enisiphayo yona Jacinta uNcebo Msholozi mfethu umyeni wakhe wena mfethu Mzimba mfethu lokho esenikwenzela ifamily bafowethu siyakubonga kakhulu ukuthi nizofike nje nizosasela sidinga i-support enjengalena. Siyabonga kakhulu.
Siyabonga kakhulu.